Hello everyone, today we will discuss upper limb MCQs. Let's start with the first question. Which bone is also known as the collarbone? Correct answer is B. Clavicle. The clavicle, also known as the collarbone, connects the sternum to the scapula and helps stabilize the shoulder. Next question. The shoulder joint is an example of which type of joint? Correct answer is C. Ball and socket joint. The shoulder joint allows a wide range of movement due to its ball and socket structure. Next question. Which nerve is responsible for the sensation over the deltoid region? Correct answer is B. Axillary nerve. The axillary nerve supplies the deltoid muscle and provides sensory innervation to the skin over the deltoid. Next question. The main function of the rotator cuff muscles is to. Correct answer is C. Stabilize the shoulder joint. The rotator cuff muscles stabilize and support shoulder movement. Next question. Which muscle is the chief flexor of the forearm at the elbow? Correct answer is A. Biceps brachii. The biceps brachii flexes the forearm and also assists in supination. Next question. Which bone forms the prominence of the elbow? Correct answer is C. Ulna. The olecranon process of the ulna forms the bony prominence at the elbow. Next question. What is the anatomical name for the funny bone? Correct answer is A. Ulnar nerve. The funny bone refers to the ulnar nerve which runs near the elbow and causes a tingling sensation when hit. Next question. The major artery supplying the upper limb is. Correct answer is B. Brachial artery. The brachial artery is the main blood supply to the upper limb and continues from the axillary artery. Next question. The brachial plexus is formed by the anterior rami of which spinal nerves? Correct answer is B. C5 to T1. The brachial plexus is responsible for motor and sensory innervation of the upper limb is formed by spinal nerve C5 to T1. Next question. Which muscle is responsible for abducting the arm up to 90 degrees? Correct answer is B. Deltoid. The deltoid muscle is the primary abductor of the arm at the shoulder. Next question. What type of joint is the elbow joint? Correct answer is A. Hinge joint. The elbow joint is a hinge joint that allows flexion and extension. Next question. The rotator cuff includes all the following muscles except. Correct answer is C. Terce major. The rotator cuff consists of supraspinatus, infraspinatus, terce minor, and subscapularis SITS muscles. Next question. Which nerve is commonly injured in a midshaft fracture of the humerus? Correct answer is A. Radial nerve. The radial nerve runs along the septal grooves of the humerus and can be damaged in midshaft fractures leading to wrist drop. Next question. What movement is impaired in winged scapula caused by long thoracic nerve injury? Correct answer is B. Scapular protection. Long thoracic nerve injury affects the serratus anterior muscle leading to a winged scapula. Next question. Which muscle flexes the forearm and is also involved in supination? Correct answer is B. Biceps brachii. The biceps brachii flexes the forearm at the elbow and assists in supination due to its attachment on the radial tuberosity. Next question. Which bone articulates with the glenoid cavity of the scapula? Correct answer is A. Humerus. The head of the humerus fits into the glenoid cavity of the scapula, forming the shoulder joint. Next question. Which nerve passes through the carpal tunnel? Correct answer is C. Median nerve. The median nerve passes through the carpal tunnel and can be compressed, leading to carpal tunnel syndrome. Next question. The primary action of the triceps brachii is. Correct answer is B. Extension of the elbow. The triceps brachii is the main extensor of the elbow. Next question. Which muscle is located in the posterior compartment of the forearm? Correct answer is C. Extensor digitorum. The extension digitorum is a key muscle in the posterior forearm responsible for finger extension. Next question. Which of the following is a superficial vein of the upper limb? Correct answer is B. Basilic vein. The basilic vein is a superficial vein that runs along the medial aspect of the upper limb. Next question. What is the function of the flexor carpi ulnarius muscle? Correct answer is B. Flexion and abduction of the wrist. The flexor carpi ulnarius flexes and abducts the wrist due to its insertion on the pisiform and metacarpals. Next question. The cephalic vein drains into which vein? Correct answer is C. Axillary vein. The cephalic vein drains into the axillary vein near the shoulder. Next question. A fracture of the surgical neck of the humerus commonly affects which nerve? Correct answer is A. Axillary nerve. A fracture of the surgical neck of the humerus can damage the axillary nerve, leading to weakness in shoulder abduction. Next question. What is the anatomical position of the radius in relation to the ulna? Correct answer is C. Lateral. The radius is located laterally in the forearm while the ulna is positioned medially. Next question. The radial artery is commonly palpated at which anatomical landmark? Correct answer is C. Anatomical snuff box. The radial artery can be palpated in the anatomical snuff box on the lateral aspect of the wrist. Next question. Which muscle is responsible for pronation of the forearm? Correct answer is B. Pronator terse. The pronator terse rotates the forearm medially, turning the palm downward pronation. Next question. Which bone is commonly fractured in a fall on an outstretched hand? FOOSH. Correct answer is C. Scaphoid. The scaphoid is often fractured in FOOSH injuries due to its location in the wrist and poor blood supply. Next question. Which nerve innervates the flexor muscles of the anterior forearm except flexor carpi ulnarius? Correct answer is B. Median nerve. The median nerve supplies most flexor muscles in the anterior compartment except for the flexor carpi ulnarius and part of the flexor digitorum profundus. Next question. What is the function of the serratus anterior muscle? Correct answer is C. Protects and stabilizes the scapula. The serratus anterior holds the scapula against the chest wall and is essential for shoulder stability. Next question. What is the action of the deltoid muscle? Correct answer is B. Abduction of the arm. The deltoid is the primary muscle responsible for abducting the arm at the shoulder. Next question. The anatomical snuff box is formed by which tendons? Correct answer is B. Extensor pollicis longus, extensor pollicis brevis, and abductor pollicis longus. These tendons form the boundaries of the anatomical snuff box, where the radial artery can be palpated. Next question. A fracture of the distal radius is commonly referred to as. Correct answer is A. Colles fracture. A Colles fracture is a common distal radius fracture caused by falling on an outstretched hand, leading to a characteristic dorsal displacement. Next question. Which of the following is a deep vein of the upper limb? Correct answer is C. Brachial vein. The brachial vein is a deep vein that accompanies the brachial artery. Next question. The wrist drop deformity is caused by damage to which nerve? Correct answer is C. Radial nerve. Radial nerve injury affects the extensor muscles of the wrist, leading to the characteristic wrist drop.